Welcome to American Dream TV. I'm your host, Kelly Jones, and today we're in my favorite small town, Bakersville. From the intense art scene that they have here in this small community to the high vistas of Roan Mountain that include the Appalachian Trail and the world's largest naturally growing rhododendron garden, you're in for a treat. So grab your hiking boots and I'll see you on top of Roan Mountain. While this view on Roan Mountain can usually speak for itself, today I have with me Mr. Bob Hensley, who is sometimes better known as Mr. Rhododendron, here to speak on behalf of the mountain and a little festival down in Bakersville. Tell us what makes Roan Mountain so unique of all the mountain ranges in the country.
The fact that the ecology up here is left over from the last ice age, 18,000 years ago. And what you see here is vegetation and dirt that were pushed down by the glaciers in the ice age. And they stayed behind, and the vegetation managed to flourish simply because of the elevation.
Well, one of the most popular plants on Roan Mountain is the rhododendron. And while it's near and dear to both of our hearts, we wish we could show you today because the mountain will be engulfed in a shade of purples and pinks, and it's spectacular to see. This blooming is so important and so large that the town of Bakersville has a festival that celebrates it. It's in its 76th year. And tell us a little bit about what goes on that weekend during Rhododendron.
We have a myriad of events. It's a 2-day intense festival in the town. We have a 10K run, car show, a street dance on Friday and Saturday nights, and the whole backbone of it all, the pageant.
And this pageant, I am definitely partial to it. I was able to represent the festival in 2016. And one huge thing is that as much as they give back to this town and organization, they also give back to the girls that compete in the pageant. Now, Bob, to wrap up, is there anything outside of the festival, outside of Roan Mountain, that just has made you so proud to call Bakersville home?
I'm going to stick my foot out there in it right now and say this, that the major metropolitan areas have economic, they're a powerhouse, but the culture and the pride in this state emanates from the small towns.
You heard it here first, and we're about to go see a glimpse of that small town walking on Main Street in downtown Bakersville. We'll head to some of my favorite stops along the way. Welcome into Mica Gallery. I'm here with my favorite potter in not only Mitchell County, but in the entire world. And I've traveled a lot, so I promise what you have here is exceptional and just so unique. So tell us a little bit behind the scenes of how Speckled Dog Pottery began.
I was a collector for a long time. And then a friend of mine who is a potter, she said, I'm not going to sell you another piece until you learn to make your own. So she has not sold me a piece since.
Well, I like that motivation though. You have such a unique design here. So let's go into some detail on that.
The design is just a lot of play that I've got into and that kind of established a pattern that, you know, people recognize when they see the work.
It is. You can change the color, but you still have the look.
The shape and the look are all mine.
Now, you can actually visit Robbie. It's a big weekend for you. It's what we call here the Toe River Arts Tour, and that's where you can go into their studio where the magic happens. And we're so thankful to have you here in Bakersville and to be a part of the tour. And tell us a little bit about being inside of Mica Gallery. What makes it so unique?
Mica Gallery is a artist-owned shop. We have 6 folks who own the gallery and operate the gallery, but we're representing 31 artists, and they are all either here or in Yancey County, and a few from Asheville.
Cool. So we try to keep it local. We love our local artists, and we just thank you so much for being a part of this. It is amazing. From the high peaks of Roan Mountain to here on Main Street, we hope you make plans to come see Bakersville. Now, if you can't come any other time, the 3rd week of June for the Rhododendron Festival. We'll see you next time here on American Dream TV.